Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys my Christmas slash kind of like New Year book haul. So these are books that have arrived after my December book haul, books that I've got with a Christmas book token that I got from a Secret Santa and Christmas money that I've got. I've also got a review book to share with you too. So first of all, I'm actually going to start with the review book that I got because there's only one and I've been really good. I haven't accepted a lot of book reviews this month so far. So this is the first one of the year. This is called My Type on Paper by Chloe Sager. I love the cover to this book. I really like the bottle of water and like how it looks. This book releases on the 6th of February. This is about a girl called Maya. She is pied off by her boyfriend. Her two best friends are determined that she has a summer fun. Maya feels a connection with three perfect on paper guys. Her holiday romance proves more complicated than she expects. It's going to be a long, hot summer. So this is an awesome contemporary published by Scholastic, so I just want to say a massive thank you to Scholastic for sending this to me. Thank you very, very much. I look forward to giving this a read and hopefully it is a contemporary that I'm going to enjoy. Next of all are three books that arrived near the end of December actually, and they came like after my December book haul. They were like a late December purchase of mine. So this is a trilogy. These three books here I got from a person selling some books on Facebook in a book group, and so I've got Angel Fire, Wings for the Wicked and Shadows of the Silence. These are all by Courtney Allison Moulton. This is a trilogy. It's an angel trilogy, but I'm really looking forward to it. The first book says here that this is about Ellie, who can't shake the terrifying dream about monstrous creatures that are hunting her and killing her. She meets Will and feels on the verge of remembering something just beyond her grasp. His attention is intense and romantic, and Ellie feels like her soul has known him for centuries. When they meet on a dark street at midnight, Will awakens Ellie's power. She knows that she can fight the creatures that stalk her in the grim darkness. Will holds the key to Ellie's memories, whole lifetimes of them, and she can no longer pretend anything was just a dream. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading those books. The next couple of books I got with National Book Token. I had a £10 book token as a Secret Santa from my workplace, and the first book that I got with this token is A Hot Sophies, Broken by Bridget Camera. I went into Waterstones. It was the first book that I was like, this is the book that I want. Picked it up off of the table. So glad that I have this now. This is the sequel to A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I read that last year. Absolutely loved it. It is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The female main character is called Harper. She's got cerebral palsy, so there's like disability wrapped in this book, and yeah, it's Beauty and the Beast retelling pretty much. She's just transferred to this world. It's kind of like, you know, Beauty and the Beast, and there's a curse upon the town and the prince is a beast, da da da. But we also have Grey, who is the guard. He was my favourite character of book number 1. He's also going to be in this. I'm hoping he's going to have an even bigger part. I'm really excited to give this book a read, and so glad that I have this in my hands now. The other book that I picked up was in the sci-fi fantasy section of Waterstones. Hadn't heard of it before, but it sounds really awesome. This is book number 1 that's in this series. This is called Starborn by Lucy Hounsome, and it says here, on the day Kendra became of age, she accidentally destroys her village's most sacred tradition, and a devastating storm follows, and the superstitious community blames her for it. So Kendra fears for her life until two strangers intervene. They wield powers fueled by the sun and the moon, powers concealed for an age and with good reason. So I thought it sounded really awesome. That's all I read from it, and I was just like, wow, that's cool. This book has over 500 pages, so it is quite a bulky book, but it literally just, it sounded so interesting that I was like, yeah, this is one of the books that I want to get for my Christmas money. These last books I'm going to share with you, I went to the Works bookstore and I got 3 books for £5, and I got 2 books for like £1 each. So out of the 3 books for £5, the first book that I picked up is Summer Days at Sunrise Farm by Lucy Daniels. This is a book that's in the series. It's basically the older Animal Arc series, where we've got Mandy Hope. She's older, she's an actual vet now in this book. So I own Summer at Hope Meadows, the first book. I own Springtime of Wild Acre, the second book. I don't own Snowflakes over Moon Cottage, but now I own this one. So yeah, this is part of the 3 for £5 deal, so I thought that's really awesome. that, you know, it's literally like that's like less than £2 each. So, you know, for a brand new book, I thought that was awesome. The second book that I got as part of that deal is Sealed with a Kiss by Rachel Lucas. So these couple of books, like, I was just like, oh, I really want like an awesome like chick lit. So this one says it's about Kate. So this is her main name. She's dumped by her world's most boring boyfriend, and she's jobless, homeless, boyfriendless. She needs a new start, and so she takes a new job on a Scottish island, and she's got a new boss, Roddy. So, you know, is she going to have a fling with this boss? Who knows? But yeah, it sounds awesome. And then this book I'm really, really excited for, and I think this is actually going to be like one of my next reads, because this is going to be one of my really sort of inspirational reads. So this is Are We Nearly There Yet by Lucy Vine. On the front there's a quote by Sophie Kinsella, one of my favourite chick lit authors, that says it's really, really funny. So on the back here it's about Alice, who is turning 30. Hello, turning 30 in February. She's completely stuck in a rut. Story of my life. Her friends are coupling up, settling down, while she is working as a temporary, trying and failing not to sleep with her terrible ex, getting thrown out of clubs and accidentally sexting her boss. So kind of sounds a bit like me, where my life is in a bit of a rut and I'm nearly turning 30. So could this be the next inspirational read for me to read, especially before I'm about to turn 30? Who knows? Then this was one of the books that I got for literally £1 from the wax. This is If We're Not Married by 30 by Annabelle. Obviously, you know, I'm nearly 30, so this is one reason that I picked this book up. But I read the back and I was like, you know, actually it sounds really awesome. So this is about Lydia, who is not exactly living her best life. She didn't imagine that she'd be here at 30. She is single, a job that's going nowhere, and her friends are all winning at life when she is barely taking part in it. Kind of a bit like me in some sort of sense, where your life just feels like it's in a little bit of a rut and that your friends are like winning at life. Out of the blue, she bumps into her childhood friend, the handsome and charming Danny Whitaker. She has always had a crush on him, and they soon enter into a passionate holiday romance. So yes, it's going to be an awesome chick lit novel, I think, and I've got another book by Annabelle as well, so I'm hoping this is going to be awesome. Plus this is blue, guys, which is my favourite colour, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. And the last book, which I also got for £1 from the works, I walked past this. I paid for all those other books, and then I was like, oh my goodness, this is a sequel to You, and they're selling it for £1 in the sale. I have to get it because I read You last year and I loved it. So this is Hidden Bodies by Karen Kepnes. So this is what season 2 is based on, and I've watched season 2 of You. I obsessed over that TV show. I've watched like the whole of season 1, the whole of season 2. They're going to renew it for season 3. I hear rumours that Karen Kepnes is going to write a third book as well because of the season 3. Oh my goodness, yeah, so I'm really, really excited. So I've got this sequel now to read because I read the first book. So this is about Joe. He moves to Los Angeles to start over because whatever happened in New York in book number 1, he wants to move away from. And then he meets somebody. Dun dun dun. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this book. I know this book has received a lot of hits and misses actually, so I don't really know like how it's going to go. I loved the first book, but actually, if I'm going to be honest, I hear that the first book, You, has received hit and miss comments as well. So I think it's one of those sort of thrillers that you're either going to like or you're not. I loved the first book. Like, I actually listened to the audiobook. I really liked how it's written and like how it's voiced in the audiobook. Like, it's really creepy, and it's very similar with the TV show too. So I'm hoping this is going to be similar too, so I can kind of like relive it like through the book. And yeah, I didn't actually realise it was going to be as chunky, because I was like, oh yeah, the sequel to this book, but the sequel is actually nearly 500 pages, so yeah. But I'm really looking forward to it, and it was £1, so how could I have passed this up? So there you have it, guys. That is the end of my book haul. Those are all the books that I got with, like I say, Christmas money, Christmas vouchers, books that arrived late at the end of December, and also a review book. So not doing too bad. I've gained 11 books, but I kind of did a thing with like my token jar, which is like right behind me. So basically I'm doing a thing in 2020 where like I'm sort of doing a 5-to-1 book diet. So I read 5 physical books in order to gain 1 token, which goes into this little jar here when I receive 5 tokens. So 1 book for 1 token basically. When I receive 5 tokens, then I may given the ability to purchase one book. But I also, with those 5 books, really have got to either decide whether I donate them or whether I keep them. Hopefully mostly like donate them, because I need to downsize on my book space. So, but yeah, this is just to stop me from accumulating far too many books, and that way I'm reading more books. You know, I'm reading 5 physical books, and in the space of those 5 books, you know, I can gain like 1 book sort of thing. So it's kind of like a book diet, but I'm doing it with a book token. I've put it on -3 at the moment, so there's a thing in the jar saying -3 just because of these Christmas books. I know I should be like, you know what, why should I count this because it was like Christmas, but still it's the fact that I've gained these books. So now I've got to read 3 physical books in order to get rid of that -3 token. Then I can start from the beginning all over again. So it's not too bad, but that way I'm sort of in a way kind of like punishing myself. Like, how dare I get some books for Christmas with Christmas money? That money I could have used on something else. But, you know, I was in a little bit of a down low, so that's why I got it. So anyway, that's just me. So yeah, if you've read any of these books, let me know down below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All of my social media links, as always, are linked down below in the description if you would like to follow me elsewhere. But that's it from me, guys. Let me know what you're currently reading, what you've recently purchased. Let's chat below down in the comments. I always love viewing your comments. I always reply to them as soon as I can. I love seeing your comments. They honestly make my day. They make me smile. You guys are awesome. You're one of the reasons that you keep me going. I love watching BookTube. BookTube is an awesome community. I love chatting with you guys on Twitter and everything. You guys are just simply, you are fantastic. So that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye.